Everyone has a fitness story, a story of the constant struggle to try to lead a healthier life. Now, some of us may have a few more chapters in our story than others, but we all have a story. Working out, getting enough rest, eating right, making time for mental health. It's hard to squeeze that all into our daily lives, but it's something that we must do. Welcome to Gallardo Forward. My name is Fidencio Joel Gallardo, and I'm so appreciative of your joining me today. Today, I'm going to be sharing some of my fitness stories in the hopes that you will do the same. There's so much to learn from each other. We're going to get informed, inspired, and motivated, and that's my purpose. So I'm going to start the conversation with my stories. I can't wait to hear yours. One of the early chapters in my fitness story is set in college. Up until that point in time, my parents and teachers had been largely responsible for my fitness. Everything from what I was eating to what kind of exercises I was doing in PE class to whether or not I'd be playing Little League at South Cape Park. But junior year, I started to pay attention. I started to notice that something was wrong. I'd have a difficult time climbing a set of stairs, and I'd be completely out of breath when I got to the top. So I knew I had to do something about it. I decided to take a physical fitness class, and it was the best thing I ever did. First day of class, the instructor had us run the mile for time, and wow, was that an eye-opener. It took me almost 13 minutes, and I think I walked most of it. She also had us calculate our caloric intake, and I discovered that on average, I was gaining about a pound a week at the rate I was going. I was on a bad path. So in talking to my sister, we decided, hey, why don't we join a gym together? And that's exactly what we did. And this was 1988, so this was way before LA Fitness or Bally Total Fitness. This was Holiday Health Spa in Hollywood. Mind you, at the time, we lived in Huntington Park. So it would take over an hour and a half to get there. We would just, fight the rush hour traffic, work out, get more traffic on the way home. It was tough. It was tough. But at least we had gotten started and we were on our way. And that's one of the early chapters in my fitness story. Making adjustments is one of the chapters in my fitness story. I remember when I first switched over to the Bally Total Fitness in Montebello, they had a great group of group fitness instructors who were so inspiring and motivating. I'd also radically changed my diet at the time. I'd gone from French fries to celery and carrot sticks. I had gone the whole 9 yards. I was trying to get down from 145 pounds to 125 pounds. And those group fitness classes were a big part of it. I'd take the 8:30 p.m. followed by the 9:45 p.m., go home, have no dinner, sleep, wake up in the morning, be back for the 8 a.m., the 9:15 a.m. I was doing a lot of classes. And people were saying, hey, you're losing a lot of weight. Are you okay? I would say, I'm doing fine. I'm eating well. I'm working out. I'm just enjoying myself. Well, after a couple of months of the complaining, I thought, let me jump on a scale and see if I reached my goal of 125. I got on the scale. I was 109 pounds. I realized, okay, maybe I did go too far. Maybe I need to make an adjustment. And that's exactly what I did. I started to replace some of the cardio with strength training, started to eat a little more, and I was fine. Is it possible to overexercise? Absolutely. But you need to find what works best for you so that you are healthy. And like with anything else in life, if it's not working right, you just make a little adjustment. Setbacks are part of everyday life. You can injure yourself or have an accident at any given point in time. That's why in the world of fitness, you want to try to safeguard yourself as much as possible from accidents and injury by warming up and stretching, by making sure that you're following proper form, and by listening to your body. If it doesn't feel right or if it hurts, you should stop and make an adjustment. Now, you can injure yourself outside of the workout arena. I remember a few years back, I was playing softball the way I usually do on the weekends. I was at catcher and I went to tag somebody out at home. But instead of tagging him and bringing my glove back, I tagged him and I left my left arm out. And this 6'4", 250-pound guy almost rips my left arm off. What he ended up doing is he ended up rupturing the tendon in my left bicep. and I have what's called a collapsed or torn bicep now. Yes, my right bicep goes all the way down to where the upper arm meets the lower arm, and my left bicep does not. And sometimes, in the beginning, I felt a little self-conscious about it. But honestly, I made an adjustment to my workout and I kept persevering. So yes, there will be setbacks, but that doesn't mean you have to stop. You just make an adjustment and you keep going. When you're in a groove and everything's running smoothly in your daily life, it's easy to stay on track with your fitness goals. You're eating right, you're working out, it's all coming together so nicely. But let's be honest, sometimes life gets a little bit crazy and it gets in the way. Maybe the schedule changes at work, responsibilities with your kids make it next to impossible to stay on track with your fitness goals. I remember 5 years ago, things got super busy at work. I typically would go to the gym after work, but now because of meetings and phone calls and different responsibilities, I wasn't able to make it as often as I used to. I was down to 2 days a week, which doesn't work for me. Fortunately, a friend of mine recommended a small independent gym that had classes at 5 o'clock in the morning. At first I thought, okay, 5 a.m., that's a little bit early, but I gave it a shot and it was one of the best decisions ever. Why? Because I found the perfect time slot to work out. Nothing could get in the way of my working out except my laziness. And I'm not a very lazy person. So you bet I found myself a new gym and a new workout family. Now, these stories that I share with you today are just to show you that everybody struggles. It's not easy for anyone. We all have to make sacrifices and adjustments. Now that I've shared some of my stories, I want to hear some of your stories. Please share them with me in the comments down below, or text me or message me on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to hear about what you're going through to make it happen, what you're going through to keep on track with your fitness goals. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your being part of my fitness journey. And together, let's keep moving Gallardo forward.